If you tried to send a snap, play a round of Fortnite, or even order something from Amazon on October 20th, 2025, you might have run into some trouble. You weren't alone. A huge global outage at one of the internet's most important companies caused a digital domino effect, knocking out major websites and apps for hours. This is the story of what happened, why it matters, and what it tells us about the internet we use every day. To understand why so many different services went down at once, we first need to talk about something called the cloud. Not the fluffy white ones in the sky, but the massive, powerful infrastructure of cloud computing. Think of it like this. Most of your favorite apps and websites don't own the physical computers or servers that they run on. Instead, they rent space and services from a handful of giant tech companies. The biggest of these landlords is Amazon Web Services, or AWS. It provides the digital equivalent of electricity, plumbing, and security for a huge portion of the internet. Companies from Snapchat to the makers of Fortnite pay AWS to handle all that complex background work so they can focus on building their apps. So what went wrong on October 20th? The problem started in the early morning hours, around 12:11 a.m. Pacific Time. It wasn't a cyber attack, as some first feared, but a technical failure inside Amazon's own system. The issue was traced to a very specific place, the U.S. East 1 region. This is a massive cluster of data centers in Northern Virginia, and it's one of Amazon's oldest, largest, and most critical internet hubs on the planet. Within that region, a key service called DynamoDB began to fail. You can think of DynamoDB as a giant, super-fast digital filing cabinet. Apps use it to instantly store and retrieve all the data they need to function, like your login information, messages, or in-game items. When this digital filing cabinet jammed, applications couldn't get the information they needed, causing them to slow down, show errors, or stop working entirely. The failure had an immediate and widespread ripple effect. The outage tracking website Down Detector showed massive spikes in user reports for dozens of services. At its peak, over 22,000 Snapchat users in the United States reported problems. Gamers wanting to play popular titles like Fortnite, Roblox, and Pokemon Go were locked out.
Financial platforms, including Venmo, Robinhood, and the crypto exchange Coinbase, reported disruptions. Even some banks in the United Kingdom were affected. The outage also hit Amazon's own empire, impacting its e-commerce site, the Prime Video streaming service, and its Alexa voice assistant. Many of the affected companies, from Signal to Coinbase, took to social media to let their users know that the problem was not on their end, but was due to the massive AWS outage. The event serves as a powerful reminder of a crucial fact about the modern internet. While it feels decentralized and endless, a huge portion of it relies on the physical infrastructure of just a few companies, primarily Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. As one expert noted, the incident highlights the fragility of this system, where a single point of failure at one major provider can have a global impact. Amazon engineers were immediately engaged to fix the problem. By 2:22 a.m. Pacific Time, a fix was deployed and services slowly began to return to normal. However, the recovery wasn't instant for everyone. Think of it like a major highway traffic jam. Even after the initial accident is cleared, it takes a long time for all the backed-up cars to start moving smoothly again. Many services had a backlog of queued requests to process, which meant some platforms, like Ring doorbells and the Reddit website, experienced lingering issues even after the main problem was resolved. This global outage was a stark reminder of the invisible architecture that underpins our daily digital lives. It showed just how interconnected and dependent we are on a few key players. A single technical glitch in a data center in Virginia can prevent millions of people from communicating with friends, playing a game, or even checking their front door, thousands of miles away.